When we're training our Ultralytics YOLO models, it's very important to do logging, evaluate how the model's performing. Do we need new iterations? Could also be that you're doing multiple experiments and just want to compare your models afterwards. Could be that you have multiple training runs, test out different models, compare them to each other. It's really important to know the best ways to log the results so you can go in and do the evaluations after, but also while it's training to see how your models are progressing. Let's just jump straight into the Ultralytics documentation here. In this video, we're going to see how we can do core ML integration. This is basically just for getting all the different parameters, metrics, the predictions that we're doing, model checkpoints, everything there can be logged with Comet ML. This is a very good guide, very easy to set up, so I definitely encourage you guys to use it every time you use the Ultralytics training runs. You can use it in Google Colab. You just specify your API key, set it up, and everything will be logged with Comet ML. It will never be lost. It will always be there. You can go back in your training runs, do your evaluations, and see your model performance. There's also other tools out there. We have all the integrations here on the left side that you can go in and take a look at. So first of all, core ML, just a platform for tracking, comparing, explaining, optimizing machine learning models, as I just mentioned as well, and different experiments for comparing them. So the first thing that we need to do right now, I'm just going to open up a Google Colab notebook. Then we can see a training run, but also how to connect it. So I'm just going to create a Colab notebook from scratch. We can connect to the GPU. I'm going to show you in just a few steps how we set up the whole system here. Change runtime type. We're going to use the free GPU resource. First of all, we need to pip install Ultralytics, Core ML, Torch, and Torch Vision. If you do this locally, make sure you have PyTorch and Torch Vision. I don't need that here because we're already in Google Colab. So all of that is pre-installed. We just need to have our Ultralytics and also our Comet ML. I'll just terminate this other session that I'm running. Now we can run this one. We can connect it. And we can install Ultralytics and Comet ML. If now go back, we need to configure Comet ML while it's doing the pip install in our Google Colab notebook. Everything that we need is just export our Comet API key. So if I click this link, let's just open it in a new tab. There we go. I'm going to sign up with my email. I have now set up my email. So right now, let's just go in and train and fine tune models. Under 5, let's just go through it, just setting it up from scratch. There we go. You don't have to do anything here. Right now, we can see we can create a new project. We can also go in and grab our API key. If you go up at the top here, I'm going to copy this one. So directly from there, we can access it, and then all our projects, all the runs and so on will be available in here. Let's go back. The next thing that we need to do is just export. Let's see here. I'm just going to do it here at the top. So just call this export command. I'll delete this API key before the video is released anyway, so it doesn't really matter here. You can try it out. And we just need to export. So we can even go in here and just grab our Comet API key. It's a pretty good trick to show as well. We can add a new secret. So then it will store it for every single time you run your Google Colab notebook. So you don't have to do this over and over. Also because it deletes the session and everything when you close it, or basically just crashes the runtime or whatever. You don't have to set it up every time. So I'm just going to grab this one, throw it in here, make sure that it's correct. Notebook access. Let's give this notebook access to our Comet ML API key. There we go. Now we don't need to export it up at the top. So this is a pretty good trick. When we save it here, any notebook that you're going to start up, you will have the Comet API key here. You can just toggle it on and do the setup as I'm doing right now. So this is a very good trick that you can use as well. Let's go back. Now we have our Comet ML. Let's go in and update it or generate it. So example YOLO Coco. So let's just call it example YOLO 11. We do our login. Comet API key. Not sure why it's not using it from the environment, but let's just copy it. We still just copy it. We have it. So valid Comet API key saved. Now we have logged in with Comet ML. We can now go back here again, the usage. We can train a YOLO model. Let's grab a bit more fun datasets. This is just a Coco 8 dataset. We can go back here. If you want to take a look at all the datasets which are available, you can go in here. We have tons of videos covering pretty much all of it. So let's see, let's find a nice one. So the homeobjects 3K here, it's a pretty good dataset, 2000 objects annotated. We have tons of different classes. Let's go down and grab the file. So we just need to specify this file instead. It's automatically going to download it. So we just need to swap it out here. Oops. There we go. We have the YOLO 11 nano model. Epochs, let's just train it for 20 epochs. Then we can see how it's performing over time. The batch size, let's lower it to 8. There we go. That should be pretty much everything that we need to do. We're going to save the JSON. Let's go back and see if we missed something. So when we run this, it's basically just going to set it up automatically. We can go in and see all these experiment panels, the models and so on that I mentioned in the start of the video, but it's much more fun to see if you go in there. You can customize the core ML logging as well, as you can see. So if you want to log image predictions, so maximum image predictions that you want to log, could be that you don't want to like log thousands of images, could be batch logging intervals, disabling confusion matrix logging if you don't want that. I feel like it's pretty good, so why would you do that? But you have all these customizations you can do. Let's go back again and just run our training. We can close the secret key here. There we go, it should start the training. It will download the dataset automatically. It will download the model automatically, start the training, and it will log everything to Comet ML. So it's downloading the dataset. Let's see. It should just take a few seconds. There we go, here the dataset is coming. And we see experimented line on comment.com. We'll get the full URL to my environment here. Let's hit the link. It will open it up here. And now we can see we pretty much have our models. So we have our panels, we have our hyperparameters, we have all different stuff. We have our metrics, graph definitions. Let's see the hyperparameters. So we have a JSON file here with all the values for hyperparameters that we're using. We can customize it here, so line chart, bar chart, all these different charts you can specify yourself. So now after it has run a few epochs, we can then see we get the results in here. We have our panels where we have the main metrics that we are looking at. So we have the mean error position. We can see how it's regressing over time with the different steps that we are running. We can see the model parameters, all the losses, everything that we usually can see, and also in the logs. So if you just take a look at the raw outputs, this is just the terminal output that we get. So all these values are now visualized instead for our metrics. We can see all the hyperparameters that we're running with this model. We can go in and register a model, so we can set it into development or a production model. You can add different parameters here as well. You can take a look at all the metrics. So this is just the raw metrics. Graph definition, this is the model itself. We have all these things here. We have system metrics if you want to take a look at the GPU utilization, GPU memory. Everything is pretty much just logged in here. And once it's done, you have the confusion matrix, you have histograms, all these different things that you can see. So it's just a visualization, logging tool, so you can keep track of your models, the evaluations that you're doing, but also just the training runs. If you go back here, we can see we're getting the same results. Now we will just run, do the training. It will log everything in here, and we will keep track of it. So this is very important when you're working with a lot of AI models, computer vision models, if you want to test out multiple different ones in parallel. So we can see here the accuracy is just going up, the mean error position is going up, everything is logged in here. Make sure you use this. It's so easy to set up. I didn't really do anything. I just had the API key. It's now stored now. We need core Comet ML .login. That's everything that we have to do. Run our training script as we usually do. It will automatically detect it. It's going to save the JSON file and so on. So everything is logged. Make sure you use this in the next time you run the Ultralytics YOLO models. There's no excuses. The setup is so easy. Once you go through this model here, it's just a few minutes. You have everything running. Hope to see you guys in one of the upcoming videos. Until then, happy training.